Good morning, everyone. I just bring your attention to the forward-looking information that may be contained in what I'm about to say. Aurcana is a silver company. We're in a stable jurisdiction. We're in the United States. We have a fully permitted project in Southwest Colorado, ready for production. We've got a management team, a very excellent management technical team at the site. We're a precious metals hard rock mine with base metals credit, primarily silver. Feasibility study is complete, completed by SRK Engineering. We have very low cost of production, $8 an ounce, very strong cash flow potential. We're 9 months to positive cash flow from the date that we're funded. We have existing mill and infrastructure in place and significant upside potential from the current reserve base that we have. This is just a brief little look at the area where we are. We're just outside of Ouray, Colorado. About a 7-hour drive from Denver itself, easy to get to, beautiful area. People like to live and work in this area, and it has a very long history of mining in this area. Just a little bit on the background. I won't go into a lot of that. A couple of pictures there to show you the extent of the underground. But this mine did run for some 40-odd years in the late 1800s into the 20th century. We have a resource base of 30 million ounces, a proven and a probable reserve of 21 million ounces. Our first full 5 years of production is about an average of 3.1 million ounces, an all-in sustaining cost of $8 an ounce. As you can see there, $75 million NPV at 5%, IRR at 71%, and break-even years from the date we're funded, not from the date of start of production, but the date we're funded is 1.9 years. And at the bottom, you can see the numbers that were used in the feasibility study. We're not far off some of these numbers now, but very robust cash flow. I'll just give you a little bit of an idea of our land position and ownership. Right here is the Virginius vein, which is the main vein that we're going to be mining over the foreseeable future. This area right here is the main tunnel accessing into the mine. That is there. It's 7,800 feet long. It accesses all of these veins, and we're going to be focusing on the Virginius vein, which is the highest grade. We own approximately somewhere between 18 and 20,000 feet of this vein. Virtually most of our reserves are contained just in 4,000 feet of that 20,000 feet. This area you see right here is the mill location. It's located underground. This is an alpine region, and there tends to be some avalanche activity in the wintertime. So the mill is underground, it's fully built, it's in place, and pretty much ready to go. I won't go into a lot of detail on this. This is just the current resource and reserve tables. You can look at them at your pleasure. Put this slide in just to give you an idea of how prolific this region is. The thousands of mines over the course of the last 150 years. We're located right here. This was the Idorado mine that ran for some over 100 years. Newmont mine owned that. A few pictures of the mill complex, practically brand new. It has run. It has demonstrated that it works. The recoveries are quite decent. In the mid-90s for the lead recovery, high 80s for the zinc recovery. We make two products, a lead product and a zinc product. Silver goes with the silver and gold goes with the lead, and the zinc is fairly clean. Just to give you a little bit of an idea of the extent of this mine. The gray area that I'm demonstrating right here, this is what's been mined out. It was mined out over some 40 years. They produced 25 million ounces at a grade in excess of 60 ounces per ton. We're going to be mining in these areas right here. You can see the blue as indicated resources. The pink is the measured resources. But the highest grade is highest up in the mountain. So we're going to be developing up here and starting to mine in the highest areas. And we are expecting somewhere in the neighborhood of 55 to 60 ounces per ton up there, and that's what our models tell us. This area that you see right here, this orange area and this area down below, as we go up here with our raises, when we hit the 1500 level, which is this level right here, we're going to drift across here, and we're going to sample that. So this right now is in an inferred category. We're expecting that before the end of probably September, something like that, we will be able to bring this into at least an indicated, and consequently bring it into our mine plan. And that's going to add a short period of time, at least, to our life of mine. It'll take our life of mine probably from 6.5 years to 7 years. Over on this side, where you see this area right here, phases 1, 2, and 3, this is a very prolific area, we believe. We had a lot of sampling from the old days, which is very good sampling, both some drill and channel sampling. But at some point in time, we expect that we'll go out here and start looking at this. Each one of these phases is about a $6.5 million touch to bring it into a reserve category. But we expect that this area will produce at least 25 million ounces, and probably will keep us running for upwards of 20 years. Over on this side right here, you see the Bluegrass claim. That's recently acquired, and this is very exciting for us. We have a drill program this year, starting probably around the first week of July. We will be starting to drill up here. We have indication from some old sampling and whatnot that this area could be very, very interesting to us. And of course, if we're able to bring this into a reserve, then it would be natural that we would take a look at start mining this, because we believe the grade to be quite high up there. This is the drill program, just to give you a little bit of a demonstration of what we're going to be doing. So we're going to be drilling here, and we should be seeing numbers coming out of there in late August sometime, I would think, maybe before then. We're 7 months to production. 2 months after that, we're in positive cash flow. This just gives you a little bit of an idea of how quick this project comes to production.